What's good, everybody? I hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. My name is Ferris Mathana, and that's my running mate, Adelia. Welcome to our new show, The Pulse. And I hope you're having a great day. Today, we are going to be doing more of an entertainment thing because The Pulse is, two-pronged. So be on the lookout for the other version. But today, we are going The Pulse. We're doing post-credit stuff. We're doing entertainment stuff. Big story coming out of the last couple weeks. Adria Arjona was casted in the Marvel in the DC universe. Is she Wonder Woman or is she Maxima? There was a report it was Maxima, but could it have been a little switcheroo? We'll talk about that, as well as CinemaCon happened. A bunch of stuff happened at CinemaCon. Studios showed you what they're going to be doing this upcoming year. It's going to be a big year for movies, so we'll be talking about that as well. Then we'll be doing kind of like a dissection of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and much more. But without further ado, welcome to The Pulse, and be ready. We're going to be talking about it a little bit in depth. Boom, we're back. Adelia, the opening beat, the first story we're doing, the lead pulse, did James Gunn secretly cast Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
The question we are asking today. There's been a couple of reports. I believe one of the reports was on Hollywood Reporter, and then another one was on Variety. But Man of Tomorrow has cast Adriana Arjona in that movie, the sequel to Superman, starring David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan. So now the question begs: is she actually what they reported she's going to be, or is this a switcheroo, Adelia? What do you think?
I think we skipped the whole opening of the show, Ferris.
What do you mean?
You skipped right to the lead pulse. We were going to do the opening beat.
Oh,
You skipped right
my
to
bad.
the lead
I thought the
pulse.
opening beat was the cold open. It threw me off for a minute.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah.
My
No, you're
my
good.
apologies.
This is
My
our
apologies.
first show, so
Yes.
we're getting used to the rundown.
Okay, I got you. While we're
Hi, I'm Adelia, basically.
while we're in the state of confusion, by the way, make sure to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe. We're at 11. We're about, I believe, almost 11.
We're 8 away from 1100.
We're 8 away from 1100. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this link. We'll be doing a little bit more, as well as we have a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/LGR_network, as well as a coffee page. Same thing, ko-fi.com/LGR_network. While we get our bearings, hope everyone's well. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Adelia, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, Ferris. I'm in a lot of pain today because of my back injury, but I'm happy to be here, happy to be finally starting the show because we've been talking about it for a while.
Yes, I did. I teased the first story. I talked about it, but now let's get right into it. My apologies. So the report was they were casting Maxima. Is that right? Did he lie? Do we trust him? Depending, we'll see. Because a lot of fan castings, Adelia, have been Adriana Arjona. They want her as Wonder Woman. Your thoughts?
Well, her name's Adria Arjona.
Adria?
You're saying Adriana. It's not Adriana. It's Adria. There's no N in it.
Oh, okay. I thought there was. Oh, Adria Arjona. My apologies, Bix Catan. I apologize.
This has been interesting for me because when the report came out for the 4 finalists that were up for this role before we got the confirmation that Adria had been cast, James Gunn called it all bullshit in a tweet. And he called out Variety for shoddy journalism. And it was very interesting. And then all of a sudden, all the other trades, THR and Variety, are reporting Adria Arjona has won the role. Variety seems convinced that she's Maxima.
Yes.
But THR's report was like, we can't confirm what role this is. And so it's like, is this how he's casting Wonder Woman? Is this how he's just sliding this under the radar, if you will? I want to say hey to Jeremy Miller. Thanks for joining us.
What's up, Jeremy? Oh, yeah, because No,
Yeah,
because
Ferris,
you're
what
right.
are
You're,
your
no,
thoughts on
no,
this?
because you're right, Adelia. Like he called out Variety, like, "Hey man, this is shoddy journalism. You're wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on here. And then Hollywood Reporter confirmed she got the role, but he didn't go after Hollywood Reporter. So it had to be something in Variety that he didn't like. And I think it's the Maxima part, because you don't
Well, he
know the
called out
character.
Deadline. He didn't call out Variety. He called
Oh.
out Deadline for this
I thought you-
report of the
okay.
4 actresses that were the finalists for this role.
Yeah, I think it was Sydney
And then
Chandler
Sydney
her
Chandler.
and like 2 others. I don't remember.
forget the other two. I forget the
Yeah.
other two. But yeah, I think she'd make a fantastic Wonder Woman, honestly.
Well, she's been everybody's fan cast. They've been wanting her as Wonder Woman. I think probably since Andor, and as well as the Hitman. They've been a big fan of her. A lot of people want a more muscular, taller, stronger Wonder Woman.
Yeah, a lot of people were not happy with the Gal Gadot portrayal of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they want she's an Amazon. She's Amazonian. You know what I mean?
Amazonian, yeah.
They want more representation in that way. I knew someone who loved Wonder Woman. That was like one of her favorite characters. He didn't like how they kind of like disregarded that part of Wonder Woman. I see where it's coming from. But yeah, I would be happy about that. It's a big thing. That'll be 2 of the 3 of the they call them the Trinity.
Trinity.
Yeah, I didn't know that until like Batman vs Superman. I didn't know they called them that. I didn't know that. That'll be 2 of the 3, and Batman will be the one that hasn't been confirmed. So that's big. This is big. It's big, and also two Superman movies like that before Batman gets a film. Before anyone else, like 2 Superman movies. So that's also big as well.
Yeah. Now I will say that there is reports that this is based off some comic storyline where it's Brainiac and Maxima. So it is possible that she's Maxima. We're not discounting that fact, but Maxima's a very lesser known character, and this would be a way, I think, saying she's Maxima, but then she shows up in the film or in the trailer as Wonder Woman, I think would make a big surprise for people. I just think that him calling out the report, even though it was then confirmed by Hollywood Reporter and Variety,
And she
just
got the role.
too much attention on this. It put too much attention on this if he's trying to secretly cast Wonder Woman.
Or he did the switcheroo where we think it's all Wonder Woman, but it's actually Maxima. So he's kind of like
Actually, Maxima.
kind of tricking us. So
Yeah,
could that be a thing?
it could be.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
absolutely could be.
Yeah. Well, guys, make sure to honestly, what were your guys' opinions? If your opinions on is it actually Maxima or is he doing the switcheroo for Wonder Woman? Drop it in the comments. What are your opinions on it? Are we completely wrong? Are you completely wrong? We don't know.
Are we just speculating recklessly here?
Yes. Are we speculating recklessly? Maybe not responsibly. Well, responsibly, absolutely. Well, no, not really.
Responsible, because we're saying she could be Maxima.
Yes.
But also reckless, because who knows?
Yes. But Adelia, let's get right into it. Story number that was the lead pulse. Story number 1 this week. It was big. We had CinemaCon.
Of the main pulse.
Of the main pulse. That was the lead pulse. This is the main pulse. Story 1, CinemaCon. All the studios showed up. This is I've started to realize like CinemaCon, people are like, oh, they should really live stream this event. We want to see this stuff. But then I realized I read more information about it. Like CinemaCon isn't for us.
No,
Like it's not for us. CinemaCon
it's for the
is
theater owners.
Yes, it's for them. It's for the the licensors and everyone in the business. That's because they're telling the theater owners and all the licensed people, you want our movies in your theaters. You want to license them. You want to get them. This is what you want. And a bunch of studios showed up. MGM,
But they do allow press there, which is how we
Yes.
get all this information out of CinemaCon.
yes, which good choice because you want to keep everybody apprised of the information. Amazon MGM. It used to be just MGM, but now it's Amazon MGM. Big things of CinemaCon that I is Spaceballs, the legendary parody movie starring Rick Moranis. is getting a sequel finally. It's called Spaceballs, the new one. Adelia, I'm gonna ask you: did you ever watch Spaceballs? And are you excited for the sequel?
I've never watched Spaceballs. I know a lot of people are very excited about this, though. I know the trailer or a teaser came out, I think today. I haven't watched it yet, but there's all sorts of things about Spaceballs that are just in like pop culture as it is, like Dark Helmet, Rick Moranis in the big like Darth Vader-esque helmet and all of that. We've got French in the chat saying finally there's a sequel to Spaceballs. Hi French, how you doing? But yeah, I've never seen Spaceballs, so I can't comment too much about Spaceballs. I know that this is Mel Brooks and I believe his son doing this. So that's cool. God love Mel Brooks. It's great that he's still with us, but not too much. Jeremy saying they have so much to make fun of since the prequels and sequels have came out. That's true. That's true.
Adelia, I'm with you. I've never seen Spaceballs at all.
Yeah.
I know Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement. I think it was like, or hiatus.
Yeah.
He didn't retire. Hiatus. It was like, 20 years? He hadn't acted. So he's coming out for this one. Probably Mel Brooks called him up like, hey, buddy, I need you. Probably like what Joe Pesci did with The Irishman, where Martin Scorsese was like, hey, man, I know you haven't been acting in a couple of years, but making a movie. I need you to come. And he's like, sure, I got you, Martin. So that's good. So yeah, I'll probably watch the old one to then watch the new one. I've never really watched it. Like, so I can't really say I'm excited because I've never watched it. Shout out, but I do like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Shout out to you, Rick Moranis. But
Rick Moranis is great.
Yeah, but we continue with MGM. We got the I don't know if is it a reboot, remake, Adelia?
It's a remake.
Okay,
it's a remake. It's the second remake of the Thomas Crown Affair.
Yes, so Michael B. Jordan's summer is continuing. MGM and him have kind of had like this partnership. He was in that movie Without Remorse, which was the Tom Clancy sequel, a spin-off involving one of the characters of Tom Clancy books. I believe the Rockies are in that. They've bought like the rights to that, so he's with them doing Rocky 4. So he's now doing
Creed
the Thomas
4.
Creed. Oh, Creed, not yet. Creed 4. He's now doing a remake of the Thomas Crown Affair. We know about the movie with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Pierce Brosnan. It's him and Adria Arjona as well. So she is also in the new Thomas Crown Affair. So I'm excited, man. I'm a big Michael B. Jordan fan. I've watched a lot of his stuff. Hey man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Him stealing art, globe trotting. I'm in, dog.
Yeah.
I'm in. So yeah.
I haven't seen the original Thomas Crown Affair, but I did see the Pierce Brosnan remake. I don't remember if it was in the 90s or the early 2000s, but I did see that one. It's really great. I do like it. Michael B. Jordan is directing this as well.
Yes.
So that's cool. He is the one that actually confirmed to everyone that the reports of Adria being cast in the DCU were correct, because he came out on stage and introduced her as the newest member of the DC universe.
Yes, he did.
So obviously they were okay with that knowledge getting out there. I don't know if there's really that much of an audience for a Thomas Crown Affair remake, but if he does a really good job with it, there will be. I know that there's a lot of Michael B. Jordan fans out there. Adria Arjona is getting a lot of fans from her work on, Andor and, like you said, The Hitman. So I think it's possible that that this will do well. It's one of those movies that is like not a massively big budget movie. Mm-hmm. Like there's not a ton of special effects and big blockbuster and explosions and all of that in this movie.
I think
this is the kind of movie. Yeah. Well, hang on, Ferris. This is the kind of movie that I don't think Hollywood really makes much of anymore.
No.
But I could see this doing really well at the box office or on streaming. I'm not sure if it's going to Amazon for streaming or if it's going to the box office because of it. I'm guessing it's going to the box office because they showed it to the theater owners.
Yes. You're right. Those movies about an actor just being cool, doing something cool. They don't really do that no
like
more.
those mid-level budget movies, the
Yeah.
ones that aren't, $300 million to make.
Yeah.
They don't really make those anymore.
And you know what, man? Michael B. Jordan, he's probably bringing back that, the actor-director thing back. The thing that, this is what made Kevin Costner famous. The actor-director. And he's probably doing it too. He's the actor-director, and he's probably going to also be a producer probably. So that's probably a thing.
Yeah.
So...
we got Jeremy saying he likes what Michael B. Jordan did with Creed, so he's here for this.
Yeah.
And French saying he still sees Michael B. Jordan as Little Wallace in The Wire.
Same.
Which I know you do as well.
Yes, that is true. Because I'm excited for this, man, because I remember reading an article a couple of years back. I don't know if it was in the Hollywood Reporter or Variety, one of the trades in LA, where it talked about the death of the movie star. Like, movie stars are dead. Like, there's no such thing as a movie star anymore. Right? The last movie star they pointed out was Tom Cruise, and that was it. And I was like, yeah, okay, but maybe it's coming back, and maybe the guy to lead the charge is Michael. And you know what? I'm happy for this, man, because maybe I don't know why. I just been a big fan of the guy. I'm rooting for him to succeed. He seems like a good dude. From what I see, he could be a horrible human being because you know how it is. But
yeah,
it was cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Jeremy's saying, I think Amazon is trying to get 15 theatrical releases a year with Project Hail Mary's success. They plan on more theater releases. I think that's a good thing.
Yes.
I think the planned number of theater releases this year has actually gone up from last year, which is also a good thing because we want to save the movie theaters. Because if everything starts going to streaming, then there's going to be no movie theaters to go to. And as someone who lives in a place where they closed my AMC theater during the pandemic and weren't planning on reopening it, I'm thankful for little theater chains that exist. Like, we have a Golden Ticket Cinemas, which I'm sure most people have never heard of. But we have one, and they came in, they remodeled the place, they made it nicer, and it's a great place to go watch a movie in this small little town that I live in. So I think that going to the movies is very important, and I think that it's good that Amazon's trying to release more movies instead of just going straight to streaming. Because I do think straight to streaming has harmed the industry a lot.
Absolutely. It was a system that wasn't broke, and they tried to break it because they were greedy, and they realized it's all coming down. We need to readjust. But lastly, of the MGMs, the Blade guys are making a movie not named Blade. Bassem Tariq and Mahershala Ali are making a movie called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. It stars a hitman dealing with a religious crisis, trying to save his son. The reason I think this is a big deal because I think this proves that Blade movies probably is dead. It's done. It's never coming out. It's over.
Well, we have heard that through I think a Jeff Snyder report that they're not going to do the Blade movie. They're going to make a Midnight Suns movie instead with Blade in it. Because I think they just couldn't crack the Blade movie. I think it's difficult to just like not remake the ones that Wesley Snipes did.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people have feelings on the sequels, but that first Blade movie is really good. So I think that it's great that while they're figuring out what to do with the character, these guys are like, we still want to work together. And they're making this movie. It's a loving dad who's a hitman trying to protect his son. It sounds very interesting. The title's very interesting because I don't know why we have to say your mother, your mother, your mother. Like repeating it 3 times. I don't get that yet.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Giancarlo Esposito's in this movie, so you got Mahershala, Giancarlo. I can't wait.
This is a movie that I probably will never see, but this is Ferris's kind of movie.
This is my kind of film. It's my kind of film, so I'm really excited. And shout out to Wesley Snipes, man. You saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so shout out to you. If Bleed didn't pop off, Marvel doesn't got money. So shout out to you, Wesley. Shout out to you, Wesley.
French saying the ice skating uphill line was a classic. Absolutely.
Exactly. I quite enjoy number 2, Blade 2. I like it. I think that's the one with Guillermo
del
Toro.
I think people like Blade 2 more than Blade 3.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
But I know that there are people that we just don't like the sequels at all. Like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, we don't talk. There's only 2 Blade movies. I don't know what you're talking about, Adelia.
Well, there is a third one.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
It's the third one is literally why it was so surprising that Wesley Snipes showed up in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Okay, let me tell you how bad the third one is, Adelia.
Okay.
I had Warner Brothers. I had HBO Max once, and they had all the Blade movies. But when I entered Blade, the 1 and 2 popped up. I had to enter Blade Trinity fully for that movie to pop up. That's how badly that's how bad that movie was. They don't want no one to watch it. You have to actually type in the full
I think
title.
that's just more of a search issue.
Well,
But
thank you
yeah.
for ruining my comment. I do appreciate
I'm
you.
not ruining anything. I'm just
kinda-
saying I think it's more of a search issue. I don't think they're trying to make people not watch something they're paying to be on their service.
You know what? If they didn't, I respect it because I wouldn't want to watch that either. But we continue. Other studio brought in Universal. I was looking over the Universal stuff, and it wasn't really anything that I really particularly cared for, Adelia, except like one thing.
Yeah.
They showed.
Well, I mean, you care about the Odyssey. Let's be
Yes.
clear. You care
Yes, I
about
do.
the Odyssey.
I care about the Odyssey, but they just showed what. So the Odyssey released 7 minutes of the movie in front of certain IMAX screenings. I think of Avatar or something else. I don't remember. I think it was Avatar.
Yeah.
And it was 7 minutes of Matt. What's up?
Yeah, apparently they did show a few new shots of basically the
Different,
same
yeah,
sequence.
yeah, different angles. They just showed different angles of the same things. Like,
Well,
okay,
they also showed Charlize Theron as Calypso.
that too. You're right. Good point. But like, yeah, they also like there's like a Snoop Dogg biopic and like Minions. So like, I was like,
Yeah, Snoop Dogg biopic, still untitled.
yes.
Minions and Monsters. I mean, if you like the Minions, good on you. I
Yeah.
don't.
But big thing that I pointed out from Universal is Disclosure Day, the new movie from Steven Spielberg about UFOs and aliens, and it got a cast, man. It got Emily Blunt. I think it has Josh O'Connor, one of the dudes from Challengers and The Crown. He played Prince Charles. So it's just a bunch of a lot of great actors you can know, and I can't wait, man. I want to get into Steven Spielberg, right? Because I've seen some Spielberg films, right? I've watched Jaws, and people call him the GOAT, and I'm trying to get into him a little bit more. I think I've only seen like 2 Steven Spielberg movies, Adelia.
Is the background frozen for you?
Yes.
Trying to figure out why that is.
Yes.
Go on.
But yeah, so like I've only seen like I think 2 Spielberg films, so I'm trying to get more into it, and I'm really excited to him doing like an alien movie. What do you think?
I think Disclosure Day looks interesting. I don't know what's going on with the background. So we're going to switch scenes for a moment. Go back to this one.
There it is.
The Disclosure Day trailer looks very interesting. It's fascinating. Like, the part of the trailer that fascinates me the most is where the woman is watching the video and she's like, I can't understand that. And the guy is like, but I can. Like, I don't get what's going on in this movie yet, but that's really interesting. Jeremy saying it makes him want to watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which was his first Alien movie. I can understand that. This was somehow Steven Spielberg's first time at CinemaCon.
That's crazy business, really?
Yeah, it's his
Wow.
35th film, but first CinemaCon, which is crazy. He said that he has this film is inspired by his long-held belief that we're not alone in the universe, and I don't think we're alone in the universe either.
I agree.
And then he said that his father had always asserted that we are the only life forms in the universe, and now the background's frozen again.
No, it's good.
It's frozen for me, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But as long as it's working for you, that's cool.
Yeah, we're good.
He said it's an experience, this movie. All you need to get from the beginning to the end is a seatbelt, which is fascinating to me. There were a new presentation of an extended trailer at the thing where it looks like Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor's characters were abducted by aliens as children and now share some sort of forgotten psychic bond. they're shown using complex math to figure out the alien conspiracy. It says it shows shades of Close Encounters, but definitely skews darker, which I think is fascinating. So we'll see. Oh, now it's working again.
Yep.
French saying he believes that he has avoided cons, and also saying E.T., which is a great movie.
Yeah, I need to watch more Spielberg, man.
You haven't seen E.T.?
No. I've seen.
God, Ferris.
I think I've seen Jaws and what did I say? Jaws
I will say I didn't see E.T. until I was like 22, so I understand. But you need to watch E.T. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I just remember Jaws. That's it. But I think there's more.
That's the only Spielberg movie you think you've watched?
Schindler's List. I watched Schindler's List in high school. Yeah, I watched that and Jaws. I watched Jaws later though. So yeah. So shout out to you, Spielberg. Adelia, now we're moving on to Sony. And Sony pretty much it was just Spider-Man.
Sony was dominated by Spider-Man. The two Spider-Man movies. Brand New Day. They released a couple of posters and showed a couple of clips, I think.
Yes, they did.
It's interesting to see that they showed a clip of Ned like being obsessed of figuring out who Spider-Man is because he knows Spider-Man saved him in No Way Home. And his friends in high school a few times during high school. And he's been trying to figure out who Spider-Man is. And he's literally talking to Peter and showing him his spider tracker app that he created, which I think is hysterical. Ned knows Spider-Man is from Queens somehow. And he has two prime suspects of who it could be. Flash Thompson and Mr. Harrington, which is Roger Starr's teacher character, which is hysterical. And Peter apparently introduces himself to MJ as Maynard instead of Peter.
Maynard. Oh my god. Which
is kind of a nice nod to Aunt May in some ways, but makes absolutely no sense. And then we meet we have MJ's boyfriend, who's played by Amanis Fondi, who plays Ezra in the Ahsoka series, and is an absolute delight. He's a wonderful person that I met at Rhode Island Comic-Con. He plays MJ's new boyfriend in this movie, but we don't know what his name is yet.
Not yet.
Apparently there's a character in the comics called Paul, who is MJ's boyfriend at one point. So there's a lot of people, Coy John Brew, I've seen speculate on this a lot, think that he might be playing Paul. So.
Yeah, man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait for this movie. I'm going to be there week 2, not week 1. I'm going to be there week 2.
I'm going to be there opening weekend.
Yeah, I
don't ever go to movies opening weekend.
I don't either. But you know what? I may have to. Was it June?
July 18th, I believe.
Okay, I may be busy.
Or July 31st, excuse me. July 31st.
July I may be busy. I may be busy.
It's July 31st, Ferris. I was wrong. It's July 31st. I think that this is going to be a really great movie, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it sets up for Doomsday, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yes.
But, yeah, this was a big one at Sony's panel. Also big at Sony's panel was Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, the animated movie.
Yes.
The last of the trilogy, although I don't know if they're going to make more of these. If it does really well, we'll see. They called it the final chapter of Miles' story, though. So
there's other Spider-Mans out there, so that's a good point.
Yeah. It looks really cool. The images that they have released of Beyond the Spider-Verse. I will make a confession here that I have not seen any of the Spider-Verse animated movies. I will need to change that before this movie comes out, I think. I'm not sure when this movie's coming out. Oh, June 18th next year, so I have time. But maybe that'll be something we do watch-alongs of on the channel or something. But,
yeah, I'm excited. These are one of my favorite movies. I watched Across the Spider-Verse twice. I'm a big fan of these films.
They look
the
visually
portrayal.
stunning.
Yeah,
the way they did the animation on these.
The soundtrack to number 2 was pretty fire as well. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm generally just excited. I got nothing more to say. I'm just really excited, and I can't wait to watch it. Unfortunately, this movie is coming next year, in June 18th, 2027, because animation's animation, and hopefully they're treating the animators right, because most of the time they don't. So I'm really excited for that. But also too, lastly, Adelia, for Sony, they talked about Jumanji and some Resident Evil stuff, but the thing that really caught my eye was a sequel to The Social Network, the big movie in the early 2010s, starring Jesse Eisenberg as Mark Zuckerberg, Armie Hammer, Andrew Garfield. It was directed by David Lynch and written by Aaron Sorkin. Everyone loves this movie. Everyone is like lives by this movie. Sequel coming up, written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. So David Fincher's not part of this. So it's going to be a written and directed film by Aaron Sorkin, and it is based on a 2021 Facebook leak by a whistleblower named Francis Haugen, played by Mikey Madison. So we're going to be seeing how kind of Facebook unravels in real time, and how they have to readjust themselves and fix their image. And Mark Zuckerberg is being played by none other than Jeremy Strong instead of Jesse Eisenberg. So it's an older Zuckerberg, a newer character. So we'll see how that is. Because I'm excited for that, because I love The Social Network. What about you? You watch The Social Network?
I love The Social Network. It's great. Jeremy Allen White's also in this movie, playing Jeff Horowitz of the Wall Street Journal, who I think is the journalist that broke the story. It's about Facebook knowing that it's harmful to teens and has caused real-life consequences, and that there's misinformation that's running wild and all of that. And I'm not looking forward to this one as much as the first Social Network.
Yes.
Because I just think I don't know why we're making a sequel to The Social Network this far after The Social Network. But Aaron Sorkin does what Aaron Sorkin does. And he can be good at stuff. He just also can sometimes not do some good stuff. So we'll see what happens there. Jeremy in the chat also, just to go back to this for a minute, said he saw all of the Raimi Spider-Man movies opening weekend. That was great. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, I can see why they're making a sequel years later, because I'm
just glad that it's not like an immediate sequel.
Yeah.
Timeline wise.
Yeah.
I just think that the first one had such an interesting story, and I don't know if this story is quite as interesting to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Jeremy Strong does. I was a big fan of him as Kendall Roy, so I'm a big fan. So we'll see how that is.
I don't think I've ever seen anything with him in it, but
Succession's pretty crazy. Warner Brothers, Adelia, big news coming out of there. Big news for you. Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. What were your thoughts?
I still don't know how I feel about this movie being happening, but the cast is looking really cool. Viggo Mortensen, kind of way too old at this point to play a younger Aragorn. So Aragorn is going to be played in this movie by Jamie Dornan. I think he'll do a pretty good job. Andy Serkis, of course, back as Gollum. Ian McKellen as Gandalf. Lee Pace is back as Thranduil from the Hobbit movies. So this will be him in the Lord of the Rings movie for the first time. Elijah Wood's back as Frodo Baggins. And then we also have Kate Winslet as Marigold. Don't know who she is off the top of my head. And Leo Woodall as Halvard. So interesting to see how this shapes up. Andy Serkis is also directing it. I don't know how this is going to go. But it's Lord of the Rings. I will be there opening night, basically. So we'll see.
I really don't have much to say about this. I like the movies, but they're not like you. So I'll probably watch it one day. I'll probably
just
watch
not
it
on
day.
your phone, please.
Probably on my phone at work in 35-minute increments, maybe. But something that
I will make you watch it on a watch along if you do that.
Something that I got excited for.
Yeah.
Dune 3.
Dune
about
Part 3.
Dune, which I still hate. I hate that name.
It should be called Dune Messiah.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? Come on, guys.
It's based on the book Dune Messiah. You should call it Dune Messiah. But I get why they're going with part 3, because I don't think Denis Villeneuve is interested in making more movies after this, and I can understand why. But
yeah, because he's going to
Dune Messiah.
No, he can still call it. You know, yeah, he's doing Bond next, but he can still call it Dune Messiah and then keep it moving.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be an interesting trilogy to be Dune Part 1, Dune Part 2, and Dune Messiah. You know what I mean? I feel like you kind of boxed yourself into calling it Part 3 when you called the first 2 Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah. So the footage that was seen, it was kind of like, so it was described as like a Normandy beach scene from like Serving Private Ryan. Stilgar and the Furman charged toward like giant cannons that like came out of the ground. And then they had to like hide, and like then there was rain, and then they got excited. It was like water from the sky. So it like, you know, it was kind of cool. The 7 minutes that was seen. Big news. I love Dune. I love the first 2, man. I'm a big fan of Chalamet. I think Chalamet, if he knocks it out of the park, this may be the golden statue for it. This may be the golden statue for him. Because I've been a big fan of his portrayal of Paul Atreides. I haven't really read the books yet, but
I have.
I'm liking his portrayal because I hear a lot of things in Messiah that he becomes a genocidal maniac. So we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do it. We'll see.
Yeah, the beginning of Dune Messiah is very interesting because you find out about the holy war that is raging in his name. And there's some crazy shit with Florence Pugh's character and Zendaya's character Chani. So this will be interesting to see how it's received by people who beloved the first 2 movies because they love Chalamet's portrayal of Paul Atreides and everything. Messiah definitely has an interesting take on his character, but it also makes sense. And when you see Jason Momoa pop up in this movie, you're going to be like, what the hell? And it's a very weird situation. So there you go.
Denis also said that Shanti, Zendaya's character, is the emotional core of the movie. So I can't wait for that as well.
Shawnee. There's no T in it.
Sorry, Shawnee. My bad.
Okay.
Shawnee. What's up, Adelia?
I just wanted to say they showed off a clip from Mortal Kombat 2, and we just released our Mortal Kombat 2 trailer reaction on the channel today. Yes. So check that out. That's coming to theaters very soon.
May 8th.
We're going to talk more about Mortal Kombat in a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they showed a clip of Supergirl.
Yes, they did.
Gotta tell you, Ferris, I watched that Supergirl trailer, and I'm like, so we're making this all about the dog, huh?
Could it be like a switch? Like, could it be like a switcheroo where like they say it's about the dog, but then in the movie it's not really about the dog? Because if it's about the dog, okay. So you think it's just straight up gonna be about? If it's about the dog, have you watched
the Supergirl trailer?
No, because you told me it was all about the dog, so I got pissed off and I didn't watch it.
Okay, so here's basically the Supergirl trailer. She's going around a bunch of different alien planets. Most of this movie apparently does not take place on Earth. She's there. She gets like somebody's like there to like threaten her or something, and they shoot the dog with something. The dog doesn't die immediately, and the whole rest of the trailer is about we got to find whatever it is to cure the dog. And I don't know. I've heard so much about how this dog is the thing that was the worst part of the Superman movie, because I did not watch the Superman movie. So I
hate the dog.
I know you do. Yeah. That was one thing that you guys all agreed upon on our Superman review was the dog is just, you can't stand Crypto the dog.
Yeah, which kind of pissed me off because I like Crypto the dog. I like Crypto. But that movie made me hate that dude. I was like, bro, I hate this dog. Are they gonna? Yeah. So it's just basically like John Wick in space about like cause the dog. Like, come on, bro. Like we make it about the dog.
That was the vibe I got from the Supergirl trailer. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is very John Wick-esque.
Oh my god.
But the dog doesn't die in the trailer. So the dog does not die immediately. It's not like she wakes up from getting beaten up and the dog's dead, like John Wick is. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess.
But
I'm not
it is
gonna.
like we're
I'm
on
gonna watch it.
this like journey. I'm not. I'm not
Yeah.
a big into this. It doesn't look good to me. But
Yeah. Apparently Lobo's also in this movie.
yeah, Jason
So
Momoa is Lobo.
Yeah. So
He's also in the trailer.
Yeah. We'll
It's
see.
interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. I heard he does not look good. That's all I gotta say.
He does not. He does not.
He does
I will
not
say.
look good. All right, so we keep it moving. We're almost done, guys. With story number one with the CinemaCon, Disney and Paramount. They were the last two panels that came out I think yesterday. Disney Doomsday trailer reactions. I believe the trailer came out. Well, they showed the trailer at CinemaCon.
They showed the trailer at CinemaCon and it has not been released publicly yet.
Not been released publicly. I saw someone tweet out they were just shook.
Yeah.
They were shook, and I can't. I need to keep my expectations low, deal, because I don't want expectations to ruin this movie. But people are losing their mind over it. The media members that were there, they were loving it.
Yeah.
They were loving it. So, is the hype getting bigger for you, or are you just like you've been already jacked to 10 when you heard Doomsday's coming?
I have been so hyped for this movie ever since we saw the first footage of it with those like mini teasers, those 4 mini teasers they released. Shook and I did trailer reactions to those, so you can check those out on the channel too. I am fascinated by this Downey as Dr. Doom thing. There's a lot of theories out there about why it has to be Downey to play Doom. And my favorite of them is the adoption theory. That in whatever universe, 616, I think, is the main Marvel universe, Tony Stark in the comics is actually adopted. So the thought is that in the Marvel 616 universe, they adopted Tony Stark from a country that we know is Sokovia, but was actually supposed to be Latveria, and he was actually Victor Von Doom. And so when and that all of this was arranged by He Who Remains before, but now Loki's in control, and I think that Loki is in control of the multiverse before Tony Stark actually dies in canon. So when Tony dies, Loki letting the multiverse grow and run free, now there's another Doctor Doom who is ready to come claim the multiverse. And it just happens to be that he looks like Tony Stark. So it's not that Tony Stark is a variant. It's not that Victor Von Doom is a variant of Tony Stark. It's that Tony Stark is a variant of Victor Von Doom, which I think would be a very interesting twist on it. I'm trying not to like marry myself to that theory though, because it probably isn't that. But I like that theory a lot. Colton Ogburn did a couple of videos on it, one on his channel and one on Screen Crush, if anyone's interested in checking those out. We'll put them in the description or something because they're really fascinating. Because there's a moment in Endgame where Tony is with his dad when they're back in the 70s at the base in New Jersey. And Tony asks how far along Howard's wife is, and Howard like can't answer the question, but like Tony's thinking to himself, because Tony's birth date in the MCU technically is May 29th. And they're there on July 4th or April 7th. One of the two. Depends on how you write the date down. Because it's either 04, 07, 1970, I think is what they say, where they go to. But to make the time travel thing work, he might have had to write it the way that like the rest of the world writes their dates, which is day first, then month, then year.
Yep.
And if that's the case, they're in New Jersey at that base on July 4th. So Tony should have already been born, but Howard is saying his wife's still pregnant, which is confusing to Tony. And there's a look on how Robert Downey Jr.'s face when Howard says that just sparked this theory, I think. It's a really fascinating theory, and I'll put the links in the description because I think everybody should check it out.
I'm a little Interest is peaked. That seems pretty dope, Adelia.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
But the rest of this Doomsday trailer, I mean, let's just talk about it real quick. We had
Chris Evans.
we had Shang-Chi fighting Gambit in the X Mansion, just like Mystique transforms into Yelena and then fights Yelena. So it's Yelena versus Yelena. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Cassie, played by Catherine Newton, Scott's daughter, is in the film. This is the first time we've gotten confirmation that she's in the film.
Yep.
Thor gives some sort of a speech at some point. It's just really interesting. And I can't wait. Apparently, at the end of this, Thor is on a ship or something. He's not on a ship. He's fighting Doom. He leaps at Doom with Stormbreaker, but Doom blocks it. Then Thor says they'll need a miracle to defeat Doom. Then he hears, "Hey, pal." Thor says it's not possible, and then that's when Steve Rogers shows up and summons Mjolnir from Thor. He's long-haired and scraggly, even more so than in Infinity War. They haven't released the trailer online. Apparently, French saying, so this is a Born on the 4th of July prequel?
Yes.
Seems weird. No.
Yes.
No.
Tom Cruise is going to show up later.
No. Apparently Disney's going to probably run this before the Mandalorian Grogu movie when that comes out in May. So we may have to wait until then to see this trailer.
Yeah.
Or a trailer. They may release a different trailer than the one they showed at CinemaCon. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this movie.
Very. All right, then speaking of that, Adelia, we got the Mandalorian and Grogu. We got more information on that movie. I believe the official final trailer came out. And
Yes.
Jon Favreau also came out and said he also noted he's working on a film that's very different experience from the series, which so that's going to be really exciting. So Pedro Pascal's back. Mandalorian is back. Did they wait too long, Adelia? And has the Mandalorian lost momentum?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. 100%. It's been... Mandalorian was so good the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season was a letdown. And then now they're doing this movie at least 3 years after the 3rd season came out, I feel like. Maybe it's 2. But I think it's 3. I'm looking forward to this. We've got Ludwig Göransson scoring it. Favreau shot the main unit. Dave Filoni shot the second unit. There's alternate aspect ratio sequences for IMAX and other formats. But I just don't know if this movie is going to be any good. You know what I mean? I just feel like they've waited too long. I haven't been wowed by the trailers. I haven't watched the final trailer yet. I'm gonna go see it because it's Star Wars and I love Star Wars. But this will be interesting.
Yep. We got some Toy Story 5 information. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen came out and talked about their battle against the iPad. Animated movie called Hex.
The Lily Pad.
Animated movie called Hex, being voiced by Rashida Jones and playing her daughter Haley Steinfeld. So there's it's a Disney animation, not Pixar.
Yeah, there's still Disney animation. Like Disney animation did Frozen.
Yes.
Pixar does other stuff.
Coco, Cars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5.
Moana live action. I'm sorry, The Rock looks so dumb in that way.
Yeah. Let's not even talk about it. Let's move on to something bigger and more poppin' that everyone's been losing their mind over. It is the sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. Devil Wears Prada 2. It's back. Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci. They're all back and they're all excited with Simone and Ashley. Adelia, did you watch Devil Wears Prada 1? And if you did you love it? And are you excited for Devil Wears Prada 2?
I watched the first one, but it's been so long that I don't really remember much of it. It was good. I don't know that I needed a sequel to that, but Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw clips of Miranda Priestley insulting someone, which, of course, and then, Anne Hathaway.
I did see in the marketing for this movie, they had Miranda Priestley talking to Anna Wintour.
Yes.
And that was very funny.
Yes, the inspiration with the real thing. Anne Hathaway had a video message for everybody, and that was pretty much it. It opens this Friday.
Yeah.
So, what? Wait. So today.
Today.
It opens today. So go watch The Devil Wears Prada for everybody. But lastly, Adelia, let's round out CinemaCon. I think we've gone and talked about it much. It was Paramount. Big news coming out of Paramount is Top Gun 3 is coming for everybody. They did talk about, David Ellison did talk about the merger that's still on the books. That we'll talk about that in a bit, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, we got Top Gun 3. Adelia, big Top Gun? Yeah, I heard you're a massive Top Gun fan.
I like the first Top Gun. I have not seen Maverick yet.
Maverick's awesome. You should watch it. It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Jeremy's saying it's out on May 1st, so next Friday.
Next Friday. Man, this article said this Friday. Liar.
Well,
not cool, dude.
That's not even next Friday. That's 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, like this article lied. Not cool. Also, too, Call of Duty movies coming out.
Sure.
The reason I'm excited because it's Peter Berg and Taylor Sheridan, and you know me, Adelia. You say Taylor Sheridan is a part of it, I'm gonna watch it.
Ferris is a big Taylor Sheridan fan.
Love the Taylor Sheridan universe. You're probably not gonna watch it, so
nope.
Do you have an opinion on it? No. Okay. All right. Got you. What do you have?
I think that Call of Duty, if they came up with a good storyline, could work as a movie. But yeah, on the Paramount thing, the weirdest thing for me was the James Cameron filmed a Billie Eilish concert film.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft was filmed in 3D by James Cameron. He says they built very small 3D cameras for use in certain moments. They've developed tools not even available on the recent Avatar movies. Sure. I like Billie Eilish, so I'm interested in it, but I don't watch anything in 3D, so.
Yeah, I tried to watch Avatar in 3D. I tried to, it was not a pleasant experience. It was kind of annoying. I'm never going to watch that. And it's very clearly that my eyes still have a hard time processing 3D. It's just him and her and James Cameron.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't get it. We did get
French
Sonic
has
4.
the James Cameron song in his head now. I don't know what the James Cameron song is.
I didn't know he had a song. Sonic. We got some things about Sonic and things about some teasers. And then a quick Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem update. Seth Rogen and the producer, he's one of the producers, said they're working on a sequel. And I really like that movie. That movie's pretty damn good, Adelia.
I didn't see it, but
it's pretty good.
It sounded like a lot of people enjoyed Mutant Mayhem. So
love Mutant Mayhem. Love that movie. But that's pretty much CinemaCon, really.
Yeah.
Any other things that you want to talk about on CinemaCon, Adelia?
No.
So let's move it on. We're moving on to story number 2. Speaking of Paramount and WB, there has been a big grassroots campaign involving actors and directors in Hollywood to block the WB and Paramount merger, Adelia. It has over 3,000 signatures to block the merger, as well as California AD Rob Bonta is looking into it and may block it. What do you think, Adelia?
Should be blocked. This is ridiculous. It's going to be terrible for the industry. I completely agree with them. Oh, French saying the James Cameron song is a South Park thing. Yeah. It's terrible for the industry. I didn't even like the Disney Fox merger was terrible for the industry, but this is even worse in my opinion. It's not got anything to do with politics or political views or what they're doing with CBS News already or anything like that. It's just, this is terrible for the industry. Everyone knows it'll be terrible for the industry. So many people are going to lose their jobs because their jobs will become redundant because they already have someone doing that job at Paramount, and it's not great. I think it's great that the AD's looking into blocking it, and I think it's great that all these actors and industry professionals are like, we can't do this. It will probably still happen, but at least people are speaking up.
I agree with you. It's completely bad because competition breeds innovation, which breeds greatness. And if you reduce that competition, it breeds complacency and it makes the landscape worse. So I 100% agree. This is not good. I didn't like the Fox merger either. I think that's horrible. To this day. So
I just feel like everybody ignores the bad parts of the Fox merger because it's like, oh, the Marvel characters get the X-Men now.
Yeah.
So, like, that's great if you enjoy the movies, but, like, not great if you want the industry to survive.
Absolutely. I think we both agree. We agree. I agree with the petition. Story number 3, Adelia. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Both trailers came out. People think they're a little similar. I don't agree. Do you think they're similar? Do you think are they going to be any good?
I think they're tonally different.
Yes.
But I think it's kind of the same sort of premise. There's a tournament. There's a bunch of fighters. We're going to fight.
Yes.
That part's similar. Tonally, total opposites. Mortal Kombat looks much more serious, and the characters don't look as goofy, and it's not set in 1993, so it's not all this like wackiness from Street Fighter. Street Fighter looks like, I mean, just take one look at Cody Rhodes, and I don't know how I could watch that movie without laughing every time he's on screen. So yeah, I think they are. I think if these movies were coming out closer together, it'd be more of a problem. But they're not. One's coming out in
May.
French saying that's basically the difference between the games. Yeah. One's coming out in May and the other in October. I just think that the industry does this every once in a while where it's like you get the 2 movies that are very similar in the same year. And I feel like this is it. I just feel like it's tonally very different, and because they're both video game movies, that also like plays into it. Jeremy saying Carl Urban as Johnny Cage looks like he knows the type of movie he's in, and yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yep.
Shug and I did trailer reactions to both of these trailers. They're on the channel now. I know nothing about Street Fighter, and I know nothing about Mortal Kombat, so I went into them completely blind, not knowing anything, and Shug basically had to explain some things to me.
Yeah.
But, Ferris, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, because Johnny Cage, it's very, like, the Mortal Kombat game is very serious. Like, it's about saving the world and the universe and the energies and it's about the destruction of the people. And then Johnny Cage is kind of like the goofy guy. He's a former stuntman, B-list actor, and Carl fits. I like what Street Fighter's doing. It's kind of goofy, it's absurd, like the game, the arcade game. And I like how they kept that feeling of it. And I think sometimes they need to probably lean into that more with some games, some game movies. Do that. I'm excited to watch both these movies. I watched both trailers. Definitely tonally different, definitely similar movies. I'll be watching both. I'm excited. And you know what? I'm a big fan of Andrew Koji from Warrior. He was in Warrior. Big fan of him in this. I can't wait.
The Street Fighter cast is just insane.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily in a good way. We've got a bunch of wrestlers. We've got 50 Cent. We've got Jason Momoa playing a guy who's green. Like, I don't really know. But I have been challenged a while back by Ryan Christensen, part of the network, to watch the Mortal Kombat movies.
Which ones? All of them?
The originals, he said, but I'll watch the new ones too. I know the originals are horrible, so we'll just. Shug said he'll watch them on watch-alongs with me, so we'll see when that happens. And if Ferris wants to join us, he can. But yeah.
I like in the trailer where Xiao Chang says finish him. That was pretty awesome. And then when Koji says Hadouken, I lost it, Adelia. But Adelia,
okay,
that's great. Before we go, guys, we're about to leave. we're gonna hit some rapid beats quickly. We're gonna drop some quick, titles of articles, some stuff right away. We're gonna get instant reactions from me and Adelia.
Topics, not titles of articles, just topics.
Sorry, just topic. Quick topics. Quick sec reactions from Adelia and me, and then we're gonna head on out. Adelia, first rapid beat. We have Live Nation illegally monopolizing the ticket market, and a jury in an antitrust trial finds them guilty. They were guilty. Chickens coming home to roost. What do you think?
Good. They have monopolized the ticket
Yes.
market. They have, it is ridiculous how much tickets to these things cost, because there's the price of the tickets and then there's the extra fees that they tack on to everything. It's Live Nation and Ticketmaster. Together they're guilty in this antitrust trial, and I hope that changes now.
Big news coming out of Paramount. Something catastrophic for them. The Avatar: The Last Airbender movie was leaked on Twitter. Someone emailed it to somebody and then it was uploaded. What's going on at Paramount? Where are the protections?
Well, apparently Paramount had decided not to release the movie in theaters. And so when the movie was emailed to someone, that someone was really pissed off by this decision and put it on Twitter. I think that this is Paramount making a terrible decision and paying the price for it.
Yep.
But I feel for the animators and everybody who worked on the movie, who now people are just able to watch it for free on Twitter.
Absolutely. Clayface footage was shown at CinemaCon. The tagline, Adelia, from Peter Safran says, "Look fear in the face." And the DC president described it as a riveting horror thriller. Adelia, something you'll never watch. Or is it something you will watch?
Never watch. I will never watch
right.
Clayface. I don't watch horror thrillers. It drives my anxiety nuts. Hey, Brodney, thanks for joining us.
AB.
Ferris, movies have staged a box office comeback this year. I mentioned this a little earlier.
Yes, you did.
We had 91 films being released in theaters last year. It's going up to 113 films this year. Are the movies back, Ferris?
Yes, they are, baby. The movie-going
Randy.
experience is back. Give me my popcorn. Give me my Twizzlers. No, not Twizzlers. Red Vines. And give me a Dr. Pepper. I'll be sitting front. I'll be sitting right smack dab in the middle on the Big Max IMAX screen.
Yeah, you almost said front row, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That would be a
You did
horrible.
almost sit front row at IMAX.
I'd be like, my neck.
I sat front row once to watch Good Will Hunting, and I will never sit front row in a movie again.
I did that for Black
I
Panther.
also, the first time I watched the original X-Men movie, I sat front row, and it was awful. I had to go see it again to figure out what was going on. Ferris, there's a new Hunger Games prequel following young Haymitch, who was played by Woody Harrelson in the original movies. Joseph Zada stars as the young Haymitch, and it's the second Hunger Games prequel after the Ballads of Songbirds of Snakes. Will you be watching it?
I was watching Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes last night. I just couldn't get into it.
Have you watched the original Hunger Games movies?
Yeah, I love them. I love them. Like, I love 1 and 2.
Prequels are hard to do. I think Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes actually does it pretty well. But I don't know that I need a second Hunger Games prequel movie. I know that Suzanne Collins, who wrote the books, has been writing prequel books, and that's where this material is coming from. But I just don't know if I need the movies.
I probably need to rewatch the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. But like last night, I just couldn't get into it. Probably because I was kind of zoned out. But yeah, it didn't look good. Hey, me.
The books are hard for me to read because they're in first person.
Oh.
Don't write books in first person.
Oh.
Do you know what that means?
Person? Yeah, like
You're reading it as you're reading it as if you are Katniss
Everdeen. Yeah.
And that just throws me off about books.
Okay.
Because I am not Katniss Everdeen, nor will I ever be.
Yes.
So, Ferris, where is Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes streaming?
I was watching it on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay. And Disney's laying off a bunch of people because, of course, it's a thing that the industry does. Apparently, this hit Marvel Studios pretty hard, laying off almost all of their visual effects department.
And I think they're moving their studio to London, which they can circumvent not paying people health insurance and benefits because England has universal health care. So that's another bad thing. But guys, thank you.
Money saving thing.
Yes, money saving thing. Adelia.
Ferris, before we go.
What are you watching tonight?
What are you watching tonight?
I'm watching my procedurals: Sheriff Country, Fire Country, Boston Blue, and I'm probably gonna finish the movie The Last Duel, starring Matt Damon and Adam Driver and Ben Affleck.
Jodie Comer.
And Jodie Comer. Yeah, that I quite enjoyed this movie. I can't wait. I'm a big fan of this Matt Damon
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adelia, what are you watching?
I'm probably going to watch the WTA Stuttgart quarterfinals that were today. I didn't get a chance to watch them during the day, but we had a big upset, Ferris, in those quarterfinals. Do you know what it was?
Did Eva Lise win? I think it was Eva Lise.
No, it was not.
Okay, then I don't know.
Mira Andreeva took out Iga Swiatek, the Queen of Clay.
Wow, that's big. That's big. That's big.
That's big.
That's big.
I don't know the results of any of the other quarterfinals, but I did see that result posted in Discord earlier. But yeah.
So everyone,
That's it.
thank you guys so much for joining us. Any final thoughts, Adelia?
Jeremy is telling us that he'll be watching WrestleMania tomorrow and Sunday, though he is pretty skeptical.
Nah, bro, I'm done, bro.
I can't watch that company
After
anymore.
bro, after what they did to John Cena, I never want to watch that company ever again. Come on, bro. I'm done. And other more serious stuff.
The other more serious stuff is the way more important stuff, but
Yes.
the Pat McAfee stuff they're doing right now is dumb as hell.
Yeah. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do have a Patreon, patreon.com/LGR_network, as well as our coffee page, ko-fi.com/LGR_network. So if you want to support, go there, and it really keeps the lights on here. But also too, we do have our sports version of the Pulse. That'll be next week on our sports channel. We'll be doing reactions to the NFL draft, correct, Adelia?
Correct.
All right.
By the time we go on the air, I think the third round of the NFL draft will be just over or almost over, so we will be reacting to that. Also, tonight, when you're done, in about 15 minutes, join me and Brandy for our review of Happy's Place, Season 2, Episode 16, if you would, please.
Guys, thank you so much. That's the Pulse for this week. And join us next week as we try to find the heartbeat of society. See you guys next time, and stay safe.